Internet, I'm Andrew Heaton, and this is our Future Robot Overlords, where you and I explore what's happening in the white world of robots. Japan has become the first nation on Earth to have a robot wedding.
国内外のメディアでも話題となり、現在総務省が末永くお幸せに。
Now, I know what you're thinking. Clearly, the bride robot is far more attractive than the groom robot. That guy is swinging way above his range. Is she doing it for the money? Is he loaded? Or does he just have a lot of confidence and a good sense of humor? There's no way of knowing. But those are asinine questions to ask ourselves at this time where robots can marry other robots. This is what happens when you allow gay marriage. First the gays get married, then robots marry each other. What next? Gay robots marrying other gay robots? Toasters humping printers, living together in sin happily? Japan, I decry your moral slide allowing robots to participate in the sacred institution of marriage. What if those lax ethics come to our country and infect our robots' moral paradigms? What if this got all the way to the Disney World Hall of Presidents? I'm going to do some blow in the bathroom with Benjamin Franklin and then go to Hooters. The University of Dartmouth is holding a robot poetry reading competition. The first annual Newcomb Institute Prizes in Computational Arts will be determined by which poems are not known to be robot poems. In other words, Dartmouth is holding a Turing test using poetry written by robots. Judges won't know which poetry is written by robots or written by humans. Usually in a Turing test, if the human does not know that he or she is talking to a robot, that robot passed and is a very smart robot. Here's the thing though, robots have already passed a poetry Turing test. A guy named Zachary Scholl put together an algorithm that could create poetry, and then he submitted it to various literary journals without telling anybody. And the Duke Literary Journal, the archive, published his robot poetry. So I'm going to play a clip of that poem for you now, read by the President of the United States of America. A home transformed by the lightning, the balanced alcoves smother this insatiable earth of a planet, Earth. They attacked it with mechanical horns, because they love you, love and fire and wind. You say, what is this time waiting for in its spring? I tell you it is waiting for your branch that flows, because you are a sweet-smelling diamond architecture that does not know why it grows. Okay, here's the deal, Internet. Robots can beat us at chess. But can robots appreciate what victory feels like? Or the sweet taste of Adderall before that victory? Robots have beat humans in Jeopardy, but I ask you this. Who watches Jeopardy anymore? No one. And yes, robots can get their poetry into the Duke Literary Journal, but does it really have any soul? Do you know what has heart and soul? Good old-fashioned, handwritten, organic, man-made American poetry. And to prove that, I'm going to read you one of the best poems that's ever been written by a human being, let alone an American. This is a haiku. Get ready. Bang, clink, clink, bang, squeak, ratchet, ratchet, whiz, pop. Robots making love. That was written by William Shakespeare, one of the finest poets and finest Americans to ever grace this planet. This has been our Future Robot Overlords. Thanks, Internet.